Alright, welcome back to part 2 of putting this new transmission into my 2012 Forester. So we got both transmissions here. First thing we're going to need to do is I need to take the one going in the vehicle, I need to put it on the jack, I need to take the one we just took out of the vehicle, take it off the jack. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. So next, I'm going to go ahead and get those sensors swapped out with the ones that were on the transmission. And anybody that was watching earlier, who's attentive, would have seen that I really bent this bracket. And I actually broke the mounting clip for the gray one, so I'm going to steal this bracket and replace it, swap it over as well. And we're going to go ahead and get the new linkage joint on here. Alright, now for installing the new set pin here, what I like to do is take a junk socket out of a set I don't really care about, and you take your new pin, both inner and outer together, place it inside the socket. You use that kind of as a holder, and you come up top here with an extension on that. Sorry, I got a little out of frame, but that's the finished product right there. One about, I don't know, a little over 1/8 of an inch sticking out the top, because that'll leave the same amount here on the bottom. Alright, so now for installation of the clutch fork and the new throwout bearing. Alright, so I don't know if you guys can see or not, but one thing that's already got me a little annoyed, and is thumbs down for LKQ. You can see here, they broke off the aligning pin on the transmission case. Now it is just an aligning pin, but I'm gonna see if I can, I pounded this one out of the old transmission just for peace of mind. I was thinking if I could see if I could pound the old one in there, so at least it's there. Alright, so that was a pain in the butt. I ended up going through the wheel well. Still could afford to be sunk in there a little bit more, but to be honest, I don't really know how much good it's doing anyway. But it's in there, makes me feel a little bit better having it there. So we'll keep moving on here. Alright, so as long as I have this transmission cradle out of the way, give me a little bit more room here, I'm going to go ahead and get these shifter linkages hooked back up. Alright guys, so here we are, bright and early, next day. We're going to go ahead and get this thing back together. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to start getting everything from underneath the vehicle back up under there and bolted on. Okay guys, so before we get that last little bit of exhaust up underneath the car, a few things you're gonna want. You're gonna want a 3-bolt flange to replace and go between the exhaust manifold and the secondary cat pipe. You're gonna want a spring bolt set. These come as a set if you order them from like Rock Auto, as well as a new donut gasket. Now we just reinstall everything back up top, the opposite of the way it came off. All right, so now it's time to fill the transmission. This is my preference of choice for fluid. If you look on the internet, this is what most of the recommendations among the Subaru community is going to be for your 5-speed gearboxes. It's Moto Gear 300 7590 and Redline lightweight shockproof. The transmission takes 3.7 quarts, so we're going to add 2, add the shock weight, and then top off with the last quarter model. So if you notice from the time lapse, I didn't actually secure down the throttle body intake tube here. It's much easier just to move it up out of the way, and then you can get a funnel in there real easily and fill your fluids up. Alright, so taking it for the first test drive. It's amazing how much quieter it sounds in neutral already. And that was really the big problem before. You couldn't hear it when you were in motion. Or at least I didn't think you could, but now it honestly sounds quieter. Gear changes feel buttery smooth, which is perfect. Throw that on. So far, so good. It really is amazing how used to car noises you get. I didn't think before you could hear it in motion, but now while I'm driving, everything seems vastly quieter. When we get up to the end of the road here, I'm pretty curious to see how it sounds on the downshift, because it was starting to whine pretty good. Downshifting with a little bit of engine braking. Much quieter. Much quieter. Alright guys, so that's it. New transmissions in the Forester. She's driving good for now, so I'm going to go ahead and keep my fingers crossed. I want to thank all you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you like my content, and feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks.